Greetings from Hemet, Wednesday, September the 30th, 2020. And my mom and I are embarking on what hopefully will be a multi-week trip. Our first stop is Las Vegas today for a few days, but the ultimate destination is Trinidad, Colorado, if we can make it that far. We got stops in Utah and Arizona along the way, and of course New Mexico, and a little more of Arizona on the way back, if it all works out. Warm weather today, going to be about 98 in Vegas. It's hotter here than in Vegas.
Are you done in the house?
And we're ready to go. My mom is doing her final checks, locking up the house, and we're hoping for a nice, uneventful 5-hour drive to Las Vegas, and we'll film more along the way. Okay, well, it's a little after 5, about 5 after 5. We had an uneventful trip up here to Vegas, 251 miles. Left Hemet around 9:15, got here with a couple of stops, got here about 2:30, 2:45. Light traffic, a lot of trucks on the road, big rigs. But aside from that, light traffic, speed was good. 65 to 70. The new truck with the big 7.3 gas engine got 9.5 miles per gallon, and that was with a lot of uphill grade climbing. Park here is about maybe 80% full, 85% full. Mom is inside trying to cool off. It's about 100 degrees here. It's starting to cool off now. The air conditioner is doing its best, but it's a 44-year-old air conditioner, so, you know, in heat like this, it's just not the best. So, new Airstreams, all new trailers for that matter, that are 30 feet or more, most of them come with 50 amp electric and 2 air conditioners. So anyhow, got a new flag on the way down to my mom's, the Blue Lives Matter flag. Of course, that's significant for my father, lifelong police officer, Los Angeles Police, and a proud 27-year veteran of that force. So we're product of police and of police upbringing and a policeman's salary and all the things that go with being a peace officer with morals and with integrity, who put their lives on the line. Anyhow, got the charcoal grill out. Can't really see it through the palm tree, but it's there. We're going to have some hamburgers tonight. Pardon the shakiness of the video. I've got glare on my screen, can't see it too well. There's the grill right there, and I see that my coals are starting to get white, so I will cut this short and put some burgers on the fire. So we're spending an extra day here, leaving Saturday. I didn't want to stay that long here, but I didn't really have a choice because campgrounds at Bryce Canyon and at Canyonlands and in Moab, Utah are all booked. And I had to push back a couple of days just to be able to get a campsite at those places. And I still don't have a campsite at Bryce Canyon City. I may have to boondock up there when we try to go see Bryce Canyon National Park next week. So that's it for now. There's the Allegiant Stadium. Mike Ponzi's taking us for a little drive past it. I know they've been working on that video board out there. It looks like it's not quite ready yet. That massive video screen. I've been following the progress on Facebook for over a year. A local guy out here posts videos every few days. Nice place. We're on our way to Kathy and Rick's house. Greetings from the Wheel Inn RV Park in Fredonia, Arizona. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock Arizona time. We left Las Vegas on day 3 of our trip. Left Vegas around 9:30. Drove 196 miles here, and a nice drive, scenic drive. Went through St. George, took a state highway from there out this way. We're 3 miles south of the Utah-Arizona state line. So we're in some Red Rock Canyon area in the distance. The weather is good, warm, 90 degrees was the high, but a lot of haze. And so much haze, it makes me wonder what the visibility might be like tomorrow. We're going to the Grand Canyon North Rim tomorrow. We're 77 miles from there. This campground isn't much to look at. Pretty Spartan, but it has full hookups, and it's dry, at least in terms of, you know, the dirt is not, it's not mud. There's been no rain. I'll move down to the campsite and take some more video there. So here we are at the campsite, space number 32. Fairly level, only needed one leveling block. Again, full hookups, good electricity, clean water. 5,000 foot elevation here in Fredonia. The truck is doing, knock on wood, doing great. It's handling the mountains and the heavy-duty parts of the trip without difficulty at all. So it's really quite pleasurable to drive. So Mom is holding up well. It gets a little hot when we first get to these campsites, and the trailer is warm inside. And we gave up on the air conditioning earlier today because we had to turn the oven on to heat up some pasta, and that was not helping the situation. So we ended up just opening several windows and put the exhaust fans on high, and that helped. But it's cooling off now. The sun is going down, and it's getting cooler by the minute. It's going to be down to 43 degrees tonight. 91 degrees for the high tomorrow. Now, of course, we're going to the Grand Canyon North Rim, which is much higher elevation, and it's probably going to be, my bet is it's only going to be in the 70s up there by the time we get there. My guess is we'll get there late morning, maybe around noon. We'll spend a few hours there and probably get back to the rig maybe around this time tomorrow. So hope to take a lot of video there. I haven't really taken any video on this trip. Took maybe 20 seconds of the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. At least I think I caught it, I'm not really sure. But we've had an enjoyable time visiting family so far. There's Mom coming out with Luigi, and Luigi's doing okay too. Actually, she doesn't have Luigi. But we had a nice time in Laughlin 2 days ago with Mike Ponzi and with Aunt Joanne and Aunt Ro and Rhonda and Brittany. We kind of showed up. We showed up there on short notice, so that's always a strain, I know. When you've got company, when company calls and says, "Oh, we're in town," you know. So we appreciate Rhonda and Brittany accommodating us like they did, and had a nice dinner with Aunt Joanne and Mike Ponzi that night. Then yesterday we went and spent the afternoon at Kathy and Rick's place and got to spend time with them and with Bridget and her husband and her son and Brandy's children. So it was a nice day. I spent most of the day yesterday working. I had some loose ends to tie up at the office, but it just was nice to hear family talking and just to hear a lot of voices and a lot of chatter. So that was the first 3 days of our trip. Now we're going to get into hopefully some sightseeing and some more of the rural areas, places that I wanted my mom to see, and I wanted to see the North Rim of the Grand Canyon myself. Elena and I tried 4 years ago, and due to weather we bailed out. So there's not going to be a weather problem this time. The weather looks good still for the next 7 days at least for where we're headed. So maybe I'll film a little bit more inside the trailer later tonight, get some words out of my mom and see how she's enjoying the trip so far. Well, we're in the trailer now.
Come here.
Mom's got a pot of coffee on. We're gonna have some cheesecake in a minute. So Ma, how's the trip going so far?
Good. It's good. We're having a good time. I haven't complained much. I haven't really complained at all. It's
No.
just where we're at now is kind of funny. It's very dirty. But Ouija's doing very good. He adapted to this leash and all this stuff that he's never done in his life. And I'm so proud of him. He knows where to go get the water at the end of the trailer, and he's just too cute. So.
Yeah, he's getting the hang of it. He's going to be an experience.
He doesn't stay in the cage. He lays on the blanket in the middle of between me and Doug. I'm amazed at how quick he adapted. And wearing that harness,
Yeah.
he stays still for me to put it on. He's so cute. And to put the leash, to hook the leash, he turns his little butt for me to do it. I cut his hair today because he was getting all kinds of stuff in it. And Dougie, I had to cut Dougie's hair because he looked like, I don't know what.
Yeah, I got a nice trim.
But I have cut him with dog clippers. It did real good.
That's what I've been using the last 6 months.
That's right. So those clippers work really good. I love them. You can use them on humans, and I never have to charge a sucker either.
Yeah.
It lasts a long time.
Yeah.
So now, what else do you want me to say? That coffee smells so good.
Coffee smells good. No, that's it. We're going to the Grand Canyon North Rim tomorrow. I know you and Dad went to the South Rim of the Grand Canyon 20 years ago. So hopefully this will be a little different view for you. And
could you turn that for you to see?
no, but they could see me in the mirror, because the mirror.
Oh, could they see you from there?
Yes, I see my big head back
Well,
here.
put it down a little bit so you can see your face.
No, that's all right. But
That ought to be fun. Something, and I'm going to take Ouija. We're not leaving Ouija at all.
right,
He goes everywhere we go. He's
Right.
like a feather to take. There's no problem.
right.
And he's been so good. So everything's working out good so far. God's will.
Yeah, knock on wood. So,
who are you sending this to? Because I said prayers today for my.
oh well, I would leave it at that. But Mom got her prayers in today, which is good.
I say roses.
So tomorrow we'll be off to the Grand Canyon, and we'll take lots of video and photographs there. So until tomorrow, that's it for now.